Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. As you can see, I've finally made it to Sweden, here with Simon from Simon Bloke in the Woods. Just on the banks of the lake here. This is Stora Lee, and yeah, we got here last night, evening, late afternoon. Quite a long, well, 2 days of travel pretty much. Yes, we got here quite late and another group had set off, so we decided to stay here in a Dano hut just on the banks of the lake here, so we could get some shopping in, ready for the trip. Just have a nice relaxed night after all that travel before we set off. So yeah, like I said, we was in a Dano hut last night, had a fire going and everything. Very nice little setup. This week the temperatures got down a little bit more than we was expecting, where we've been looking at the temperature here on the run up to it. I think it was -3 we were told last night. But slept comfortably, had plenty of layers on and everything. I've got a +1 sleeping bag with me, but I'll show you kit and stuff later. Yeah, so we're just getting packed up and we're about to set off in our aluminium canoes here. We've not tried them yet. We was going to go out for a little paddle last night. It was pretty choppy on the lake, but today is beautiful. So yeah, we're just going to get these loaded up and get on our way. Well, we've just set off from Canodal Outfitters behind us there. Sorry, kind of filming my silhouette here because of the sun being behind us, but we've got to go the direction we're going. So we're at one end of the lake. Just got a nice view from the middle of the lake looking up it. It's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And peaceful too. Got 5 days here, and our first night, as I said, was in the Dano shelter at the Outfitters just on the edge of the lake, which is still very nice indeed. And yeah, we're just paddling across the lake here, and we're going to hug the shoreline on this side. That's where our first camp spot's going to be, over this side. But yeah, it's pretty good that we set off today, because yesterday this lake was pretty choppy. There was quite a lot of wind, and today it's absolutely beautiful and calm. A very easy paddle. Up here. Can hear it.
Yeah. Stream coming down and just coming into the lake there. That.
Oh yeah, I can see. An old jetty as well.
Yeah. Remains of some sort of hut over there. Look.
Oh yeah. Well, unless that's the jetty as well. We're just coming up on this rather beautiful looking little waterfall ahead. So just coming in a little closer to have a look at that. This could be our first bit of drama.
Yeah, as it turns out, 82 leaks.
David's fault.
Filming you, filming me, filming you.
Aha! Well, we've just stopped for a minute, just to have a bit of a pee, quick break. I'm just walking up here at the side of the banks, just having a little investigation. And there's looks like there's sometimes a stream down here going down to the lake behind me there. It just goes down to where Simon is down there, where the canoes are. Beautiful little spot. We found some blueberries down there, aren't quite out yet, and possibly some wild strawberries as well. Ah, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It's great to be here finally. I think the wind might be starting to pick up a little bit now. Sun's gone away a little bit. Still nice though. So next up is to paddle down a bit further, find a spot for some lunch, and yeah, see how it goes from there. Sun's gone in a bit now, unfortunately, and the wind's picking up a bit, which is fine. Just going head on into it, and yeah, just hugging the shoreline here and looking for somewhere that could be nice for lunch and refuel. getting some twigs together for the firebox. Going to use Simon's one and just do some lunch. This nice little beach we found.
Cool, that was a bit touch and go, wasn't it?
Got a winner.
That was a bit touch and go. Now watch me snuff it out when I put it in here.
Right, done some sausage. It's like cooked sausage anyway, we just fried it up. And we're going to have it with this squeezy cheese that's so popular over here. They've got all different flavours, and this one's, what was it?
Salami.
Salami one. We've got bacon one and a blue cheese one as well. And this is the famous polar bread. Really soft kind of flat bread. It's absolutely gorgeous. Comes in big old packs down there. And yeah, should last us a couple of days. Actually, we are starting to get through it.
We have another one. We have another bag, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh, sausage.
Yes, there we go. Do you want it all in one hit or leave some in the pan?
I don't know. I don't really leave some in the pan. It'll probably stay warmer in there, wouldn't it? Lovely. Superb. Thank you. Need a fork. I haven't got a fork.
Fork it out!
I shall get. I'll sit on it.
We're sat on our tubs, which we've got our food in. Waterproof tubs, barrels, whatever you want to call them, go front of the canoe. Help for ballast as well. But I'll go through them later in the video. Right now I'm going to enjoy some of this. I don't think we are too far from our camp spot now. According to the map, as best as we can tell, it's just up here on a bit of an opening. So I'll check that out shortly. Be there quite early, which is quite good. Have a relax, set up camp. It's our first night properly setting up. There is a shelter there, I believe, on this one. So I might go in that because I've got ground dwelling stuff. Simon's got hammock gear, so he'll be using that, whatever. He had a bit of a hard time of it back in the other one because he didn't have a mat or anything. He used our sit pads and the flotation aids. Not the most comfiest of nights for him, I don't think. So yeah, we'll just get over there. We did just have a little snow. It was very brief and very light, but there could be more maybe tonight. It was on the forecast and it disappeared off the forecast, so it will do what it wants to do. If it's getting down to like -3, then I guess it could. Right, let's paddle on. Right, so let's have a look at our shelter. Here's the little Dano hut. Fire pit. You can see a few people have been here. And down here is where Simon's boat is. Just as well I went the other way because I wouldn't have fit there next to him. Wind's picking up, but it's yeah, a nice little spot. And some trees over there for Simon's hammock. Well, it's nice and clean. This will do good. You can see you'd fit quite a few people in here if you needed to. 4 comfortably, 6 at a push, I guess. Not bad, a little taller than the last one too. I don't think we're going to bang our heads as much. No. Cosy. Awesome. Yeah. Just hope that wind changes direction. Although once you're in here, I guess it's going to catch the fire, but when you're in here it's not really hitting you, is it?
No, I think that's why they put them
Side on.
it's like angled on like this.
Yeah,
Whichever way the wind is going, you're protected that way from trees, aren't you? And this way, it'll just carry the smoke, won't it? It is good.
Doesn't really matter. They've been nice enough to leave us plenty of firewood here, ready for us to use. So we have to get the saws out and the axe out. If we do run out of all that firewood round there, we've got all this here as well, so we're pretty well stocked. And some donuts had to go at this tree with an axe. Well, I'm going to stay in the Dano hut tonight, I think. Seeing as I'm tarping and bivvying next couple of nights, may as well just make use of this while it's here. Probably seen it in the video already. This is the bag I'm using, the dry bag. This is Simon's. It's a little bigger than mine. This is 70, mine's a 55 I think, so I thought for this trip he's got a new one, so he's lent me this. Boots for around camp. So I've got the neoprene booties on and some waterproof socks, some sealskins, and my jacket. Yeah, so I'm just going to set up in here nice and easy, won't take long at all, and I'll show you Simon's hammock setup where he's gone behind the shelter here. Okay, so you can see where it is. This is behind the shelter here, and there's a few trees about. It's a nice little spot out of the wind. So Simon's got his tarp up here. If you have a little look underneath, you can see him actually in his hammock already. So yeah, he's got it pitched quite an angle there just to fit in between the trees. But very nice, and right next to the shelter, so not too far to go later after a beer, eh?
So you'll be able to hear me snort. That's why I did it.
Like we couldn't hear each other last night. So back in the shelter here, got just a ground sheet. I may as well put it down just in case. From a Thermarest X-Lite. Got my Albkit Hunker Bivvy, a sleeping bag liner, polycotton one, and this is the bag I brought with me, used last night. It's the OEX Evolution Fathom EV300. Did actually buy the 400, which is a little bit bigger, and I decided that's a 0 degree bag. This is a +1 bag, I think. and yeah, plus one bag. Goes down pretty small, but like I said, last night got to -3, so this, the liner, the hunker bivvy, and just layering up, although I just had thermals on really, actually did alright. Slept like a log, didn't get cold at all, just on the face a little bit. So yeah, it's going to work for this trip, I think. I just brought the liner at the last minute because the temperature was dropping, looking at the forecasts. So there we go, nice simple setup. And when you do that and you got all your stuff sacks, put them all in the sleeping bag one, that's what I do. You know where they all are. So I think next up is to get some of that firewood together and cut it down and get chopping. Tough little cookies.
Yeah. There's a whole load of really knotty, aren't they?
Yeah. They are
Rather knotty, what? Rather. Hey! Jolly good shot!
Simon's having a go with the silky, see what he thinks.
You can click the...
You can do it up.
Oh,
Yeah.
up. Can't do it that, or
No.
that way.
Right, isn't it?
It's nice. Look at that.
Yeah, it's really clean. Really
Clean
clean.
cut. Yeah. It's a good saw. I use carpentry pull saws.
Yeah, well, the Japanese style ones.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, they're
Yeah.
Japanese as
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
aren't
it's,
they?
it's well exactly the same sawtooth pattern actually.
So this is my Halfters forest axe here. This one's Simon's Granfers Birk, and they are very similar. Mine's got a slightly longer and wider handle. Heads are very similar. The Granfers slightly smaller on the back here, but yeah, I think it could be wider. No, probably about the same. Definitely heavier. The Halfters. Whoops. So I'm just going to have a play with this, just to try it out. Nice. I do like the weight of mine.
Yeah.
Having that extra weight's nice.
A bit more oomph behind it, yeah.
But yeah. It's an axe
It chops.
in the forest. Simon, who picked the best landing spot?
Okay.
Oh,
No, I did.
who chose the best line to come in? Just listen to that. Nothing. Lake, like a mirror. Maybe that's an exaggeration, but it's just so still. The wind we had earlier kind of disappeared. Beautiful. Just the odd sound of a bird. Even the water's not really lapping. I love it. It's been coming for a few years, this. Right, I'm on fire duty tonight. I did just try scraping this birch bark that we've got, but it's so old and powdery it's not really doing anything. So it'd be good to get it going, but not to start it. Got some pine resin here, just help it along, some kindling around the outside, and some that we broke down. So we're pretty good to go here. We'll use this tinder card and just rough it up a bit. I've brought it with me, so I may as well use it. Should burn it right.
There it goes.
Chuck a little bit of that on. That's probably the finest one, isn't it? We'll save that bit. Yeah.
Fire.
It's the last video, that's not this one. This is the sequel. Can't reuse material. I'm not sure if this is going to pick up on camera, but it has just started snowing, and it's coming down quite hard now. It appears to actually be settling as well, coming down pretty hard. As I cooked the chilli last night that we didn't get on video, Simon's turn tonight, and we've got some marinated pork, lots of smoke,
Yeah, plenty of smoke.
some potatoes that we're frying in the fat that was left in the pan from our lunch, from the sausage.
I know you like your smoky flavours.
In my eyes.
Yeah.
Turn me booties.
Thought I'd make the most of this sort of sunrise. I was up quite early because I've been quite sick. Don't know what it was. Got a feeling it was the pork we ate last night. Yeah. I was laying in my sleeping bag, I was awake, I could feel it coming, started unzipping, just leant out of the Dano. Lovely. Don't feel too bad now though, I don't think it's like a bug or anything, I think I just needed to get something out of my body. It was cold last night. I had on my down jacket and softy trousers as well. But it should have been the coldest night, so the others shouldn't be as cold. I'll try and go back to bed. I wanted to wait a while, see if I'd be okay. I think I'm good. It's about 6 in the evening now, 5, 6, something like that. So it's about 12 hours since I last filmed anything, and accused Simon's pork of making me sick. Which I don't think was the case, because it just kept going and going and going, and I feel very achy and flu-like as well, so some kind of stomach bug, stomach flu. So we've stayed at this camp spot, and I've been just dozing all day pretty much. Since I emptied myself. Yeah, so we're going to try and make a move tomorrow. Hopefully I feel a bit better. It's not been a very productive day. Well, you've had a paddle and done stuff, haven't you?
Yeah, I went for a paddle. Potted.
But yeah, I've just slept and tried to drink some fluids. I might try and have some dinner in a bit. We shall see. Not the best of starts.
Well,
first day good, second day.
yeah, yeah. That'll be alright. You'll be right as rain tomorrow, I reckon.
We'll leap out of bed.
Yeah, that's it.
Unless you give me food poisoning.
I'll try that too. It's raining.
It's not snowing.
No.
Oh God, I don't know. I suppose it's the third day, isn't it, technically?
Day 3
Day 3.
in the Big Brother house.
Hello, it's day 3. I woke up after another night's sleep and I'm feeling a bit better, I think. Spent pretty much all of yesterday in this cabin, just sleeping on and off. Simon cooked me some food last night, ate about half of it, kept it down, so things are looking good. I feel a bit achy, but that's about it. Got a healthy breakfast of an orange and some muesli, sort of dried muesli, and yeah, I'm hoping to have that, have a stretch, and then carry on to the next camp, finally. Now we're a day behind ourselves. So yeah, so I'm going to eat and get packed up. Wind just suddenly picked up. Well, I'm in the canoe again after a day's rest and back out. I still feel a little weak, not completely there, but the fever's gone and everything. It's nice just to not wearing all of the clothes at the same time, trying to beat the fever, shivering away. Yeah, it's good to be back out here. It's pretty calm. A little bit of a wind, but it's not too bad. No real waves to speak of or anything. So we're just going to paddle down to our next camp spot, which is on an island, and check that out. I think there's 2 spots there, so we're going to check them both out, see if anyone else is using any of them, which one looks best for us. Well, a beautiful little bay. Just stopped for a little break. I'm still trying to take it easy, getting my strength back, but been doing okay, and we've had the wind behind us. That's helped a little. We're about halfway to the island, so yeah, just going to have a little rest and set off again. And here comes an aeroplane. There's not many, but here comes one. We've just caught sight of the island we're heading towards. It's not too much further to go now. And because the lake's opened up a bit, it's getting a little choppier now. Well, it's a bit choppier now, so it's taken a little bit of time to get to the island. side wind and the waves, but they're slowly getting there. It's a lot of energy that I don't really have at the moment. You can see that there's a lot of underwater rocks here. Just have to try and power around. Final slog. Just get between them. Just at about the surface, luckily you can see the waves breaking on them, but it is very shallow here, very shallow. 3 foot deep right now. That's that done. Now just to find where to land for the camp. Actually, a fair-sized island. Boom! Bit of a slog that last bit, wasn't it?
Broadside, it won't be better way.
Yeah. Whew, I couldn't have done that yesterday. No way.
Well done, mate, you've done good. Done really well. How do you feel? Like you've done
Done. Well, let's have a walk up this little hillside and see what camp looks like. I've not been up here yet, so this is my first look too. Dano hut number 4. Yes. Not too bad. Nice views. Didn't actually think there was a hut of this one. I think that's the next camp that doesn't have one. So I'll see how I feel. Maybe I'll pitch. Maybe I'll just stay in the hut. We'll see. Simon's just gone to the other side of the island by foot just to check the other campsite, because there's 2 on here, to see if there's anyone occupying it and if it's any better wind wise, because there is quite a lot of wind at the moment. While he's doing that, I've just been having a little recce round, seeing where I might pitch if I do on this site. I've just found 2 trees here, nice little gully between them, just right on the water here. It could be perfect. So if we're staying here, this is probably where I'm going to sleep. I've got the energy to set up a proper camp and not stay in the Dano hut. Absolutely beautiful. Everywhere you look, everywhere's a spot, everywhere's a view. I think that's Simon back now.
Probably wasn't the best location to put a tarp with the ground and the rocks, but I was kind of determined. I've done it a couple of times and kind of got something I'm more or less happy with. Just a bit of fettling. I've just lost a peg temporarily for there, and I'll show you the other side. I've had to bring it in like Adirondack sort of style. Have a look at that now. And here you'll see what I mean by pulling the corner in an angle, close off one end, and that's because of the slope and the rocks. And I've just anchored it to one rock because there's just no ground there at all. It's just pure rock underneath the surface. But I think I'm quite liking it now. Should be good. And it's a room with a view. Hopefully you can get a clearer idea of what it looks like now, closed off at the end there, which is fine. It's a little more shelter, and I'm open on this side, and I can see out to the lake, which is just what I wanted. So yeah, I think I'm pretty happy. Right, what have we got over here? This is Simon's setup.
Yeah.
He's closed off on both ends there quite nicely. The wind's much stronger up here. He's on the kind of top of the island. And got some anchors, have you?
Yeah, well, it's just very loose pine duff, and you know, there's roots in there, but it's not great. So I've got fairly long aluminium pegs with me, tubular aluminium pegs, which I've driven in, and just a good lump of granite on top seems to be holding it quite nicely.
Very nice.
And then hammock inside.
Another very similar lunch today of sausage and polar bread. Except today I'm going to have an egg to go with it. Bit of a binder for the stomach. Good shot. This is a bit strange and pagan. A ring of twigs. We've had a good old walk around the island, good explore, found the camp over the other side. Some firewood around, so probably going to be processing that next. But as we were looking around, Simon pulled up an old root from a pine, so I chopped it out, and there's some really nice fat wood in it. Got lots and lots and lots birch bark, and got this lichen, an old man's beard. So got a few different ways of starting a fire here. Maybe we'll use them all.
Mine's bigger than yours.
We're all set up around the campfire here. Got our lichen and old man's beard, our birch bark, some first couple of stages of kindling, or like a tinder bundle maybe, some third stage. Here's some of that fat wood and other bits, and then there's everything we've been chopping down, which is mainly pine and birch.
Masterfully done, sir.
One strike, I'm redeemed.
The camera on the
Keep meaning to mention that the outfitters give us these barrels, food barrels. They're pretty handy things. So we've just stuffed each of ours, and we've put them into kind of meals. When we bought our food, we got a load of these vegetable bags. Just put them into meals, so we kind of planned out what we was going to do. I mean, this is tonight. This is tacos. We just got like some fresh fruit, our polar bread, just bits and bobs in here. And it's working out really well with some beers at the bottom. Because they've got the weight in, they're good at the front of the boat as ballast as well. And they're just the right height to be a nice seat as well. So you can get a bit closer to the fire.
where you show me up with your style. Dear. Do a better job with this one. I got some peppers in there, look.
Hell yeah.
Wow,
That's looking good.
yes.
Actually pretty...
Bring any grated cheese?
No, but we've got the squeezy cheese.
Squeezy cheese!
Squeezy cheesy.
That's damn good. I'm going to put this rest of that back on here to keep warm.
Shall I get that bacon one out?
Bacon one sounds good.
I'm not going to go mad for it. Nope. I think that'll do me.
Dude.
Yours looks like a greedy one compared to mine.
Yeah, sorry, I went a bit. I'm hungry.
I'm cautious. Good choice.
They're good.
Good to have some vegetables as well. Seeing as you've run out of
Oh God.
Campaliti and I've been feeling rough, you can have the Sugar Skull white wine.
Just goes with my like hobo look.
Oh, this is the hobo look. When wine's in a milk carton and doesn't have the percentage written on it.
And it's got a skull on the front.
You know it's good. It's a craft wine.
How come this feels warm and my red wine feels cold? Or felt cold?
Sounds like Sod's Law, doesn't it, really?
Yeah, yeah. It's probably going to be blue or something in the colour, isn't it?
Antifreeze.
I don't know,
It's clear.
it's just kind of clear. Right. I will try your white wine, but I don't offer you any guarantees as to the state I'm going to be in the morning.
It smells like wine.
Actually, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's sweet. It's a sweet wine.
Yeah, you kind of guess from the
Yeah.
bottle.
I'm getting hints of Liebfraumilch.
I suppose I should try it, shouldn't I?
Sweet, isn't it?
It is a sweet wine. Actually,
It's not bad.
if I was drinking it, which I would have been tonight,
You'd have been.
I would have been
quite happy
able
with
to
that.
drink that because
Yeah.
I only really like
Yeah.
sweet wine.
Yeah, I quite like a sweet
I'm
wine.
not distinguished.
Very nice, thank you.
Welcome.
I'm gonna be a mess in the morning. Luckily, we've only got a short paddling day
Yeah.
tomorrow.
2k. This is halving each time,
Yeah,
and it's going to
Yeah.
quadruple on the way back.
yeah, yeah. What was it 7k to the first one?
Plus the 4.
5 to here, 4, 5 to here.
Yeah, plus the 2.
Plus what? Yeah, Yeah.
I suppose we've kind of done that a little
If the wind
bit.
is behind us, we'll be
Easy
laughing.
going.
If it's not, we're going to have a hell of a day, aren't we? That is going to be brutal.
Yeah. Hope there's a motorboat to hold on to or something.
And they're in going to be. We haven't even seen one yet, have we?
No.
Oh dear.
Cheers.
Cheers. Big ears.
Ooh. Good morning, guys. I've been up a little while now, hour and a half or so. Got up to do a bit of shooting with the sunrise, but didn't really get it. It was quite overcast, and just as I start to film myself, sun comes out, getting in the way. So last night, got in the tarp last night, leaving Simon by the fire with his wine, and the hail just came down really heavy, really heavy. But everything was fine, nothing was coming in or anything, no wind really coming in the shelter, which was pretty nice. Very cosy night. I did have to put sit pad and our life jackets slightly under one side because there was a bit of a dip, but I knew I was going to have to do that, so I was prepared. Late last night I did wake up and I did hear some wolves. They were quite far off to the west. Didn't go on for that long, but I did hear them, and I was pretty happy about that, because the moose I supposedly heard the other day turned out to be a cow. We paddled around in the direction we heard the noise, and there was a couple of cows down by the lake. I'm just having a little pre-breakfast of some orange. I'm really glad last minute I grabbed a load of fruit from the shop before we set off. After being ill, the first thing I had was an orange. I couldn't really face any proper food, and it just made me feel so much better. Got some dextrose tablets as well, because I raided a Dutch Army ration before leaving. That's where my dry food stuff and that come from, and I thought I'd throw them in just for energy and stuff, but after being ill I think they've probably helped a lot as well, so lots of vitamin C. Yeah, so I'm just going to chill out for a bit, finish off my orange, maybe have a bit of a tidy up, light the fire and wait for Simon to get up. We're in no rush at all today, so we've got such a short paddle. May even take a long way round, go to the other side of the lake and back round, see how we feel to the next camp spot. And that is that. Well, we've had breakfast, packed away and everything. We're just waiting for a hailstorm that's rolled in to pass by, and waiting for the fire just to run its course. This weather comes in awfully fast, really does. It's so changeable. It's good to have experienced everything. We've had the snow, the howl, we've had rain, we've had sunshine, wind, we've had everything. So just wait for this to pass. There's some blue skies on the horizon, then we're going to set off for the next camp spot. Well, we're saying goodbye to the island. You can see it directly behind me there. Been a nice place. We've tidied up some rubbish that wasn't even ours, and because we processed so much firewood, we've left quite a lot behind. So the next people to use that campsite are going to be pretty sorted. We're just making our way over across the lake and then up the shoreline to the next spot. Like I said, it's only about just over 2 kilometres, so shouldn't take too long at all, which is good. Might even have a paddle around the area once we get there, just because we're not on the water too much. And Simon's just catching up behind me there. Been doing some filming. I don't know how the sound's going to come out here with the waterproof case on.
we come to this camp and we're not happy with it at all. All it is the end of like a logging trail, toilet with a bin, and not even really a fire pit, just a couple of rocks around where a fire's been. Not very happy. There's just nowhere to string a tarp up, nowhere to flat anywhere. We're going to head back down in the direction of Ed, so we've got a little less paddling to do tomorrow. Maybe wild camp, we'll see. House still coming down. Well, that was hard work. What did you think of that?
That was hard work. That was brutal.
That really picked up. We had the wind. It howled at one point, didn't it, as well?
Yeah, wind,
the waves coming towards us.
Big lumpy wind waves.
That was a bit of a workout. I didn't feel I was making any headway at one point.
I don't think we were.
No. But you couldn't stop because you go backwards. Yeah, we got to where we were headed, so we're just taking a 5-minute break. Then we're gonna hug the shoreline a little more. It seems to be dying down out there a bit now as well. I think we just hit a little weather, so we're just gonna paddle on down a little bit more and keep an eye out for a spot not too dissimilar to what we found here, just a bit flatter. Oh. Well, we've been hit with it today. We've had everything. The howl, the wind, the wind's coming from the side of us and everything. It's been quite demanding. As I said before, we was coming along looking for a camp spot along this side, somewhere on the way back, and we found this spot, which well, to be honest, was going to have to do because we were running low. We were cold and wet and kind of running out of energy with this side wind hitting us, kind of trying to drag us into every bay, and yeah, it was time. So luckily it's not too bad, is it?
It's pretty good. It's quite a nice little spot.
It's pretty good. We've got a little wooded area on a little peninsula that you see us on here. There was a ready-made fire pit here which we just got going straight away, and got our sealskins straight on it because they're soaked through. And right next to it, a bit more inland, there's they've harvested a load of the trees, birch and pine, that were in there. So we've been going around looking for the bits they've kind of left behind, and we've got quite a lot of wood together already. Yes, so we've got out of our wet clothes, drying off what we can, into some dry, and we're starting to feel human again. So we're going to start making this place a bit more like home, finish collecting firewood and prepping that, and get back to normality. What I did notice when we came in straight away was scattered around, I think some was around here, was some moose poo. Or so I identify it anyway. Here's another pile of that moose poo. Appears to be quite old. Yeah, quite dry. So maybe they were coming in here when there's more trees, but I reckon they were coming in and making their way down to where we are, where they can get down to the water to drink easily. And incidentally, this is the area I was talking about that's been harvested. So you can see a few logs laying around and things.
Table.
So Simon's setup is same as he had last night basically. I suppose mine is too really. It's hard to find a flat spot in here once again. Not because of my picking of a pitch this time, but I picked these two trees. They looked far enough apart. They are, I think, exactly 3 meters by the looks of things. So I couldn't really get on my prussics properly, so sagging very slightly and the ground is uneven. But it's, you know, it's fine. It's going to work. Just the same setup inside there. I'll just show you the other side. And you can see the uneven ground again. And yeah, access is easier from this side. It's blocking the wind from both sides, and then you've got the big rock over there. So, should be golden. Well, how's this for authenticity? Socks drying around the fireplace. We are starving. We never really had lunch. We had some beef jerky in the canoes. So we're just going mountain houses. Simon was sent these for us to have by
Kimberly.
Kimberly. So thank you, Kimberly, if you're watching this video, much appreciated. I selected the Italian style pepper steak, and Simon has chili mac with beef. Picked that one because I've had a lot of these chilies and stuff before, and I thought that sounded a bit different. And they're 2.5 servings, I believe, or 2. Yeah. Oh, mine's 2. Yours is 2.5. But I think we deserve it because we skipped lunch. So we're going to get these going. They're just dehydrated. Just add water. Get some energy back. Well, behind that little island there is the bigger island we stayed on last night. And you can see here what we originally thought was mist coming in is clearly rain and hail again. So just put everything under the shelters, and the rain is just starting now, so I'm going to run inside before we get soaked.
Good morning, guys. Pardon the sort of kit bomb in the background. We did rush to bed last night a bit. We were knackered. We had that weather front come in, just howled down again constantly. We were tired from long hard paddle, so yeah, we just turned in. We knew we was getting up early today as well. You can probably see from the bags under my eyes. Slept through like a log though. Wasn't cold at all, just layered up in the bag, in the bivvy. Slept right through. Solid. Lovely. Yeah, plan is just stuff some breakfast in, take down and get going really. We've got, I think it's between 7 and 8k, something like that, back down to Ed, where we put in. And we've got a train to catch to get us to Gothenburg to get our flight home. So yeah, Simon's just got a fire started out there and have a little breakfast.
Well, good morning.
Good morning, mate.
What have we got here? Let's
Pancakes.
Get up to, eh?
Pancakes, energy for the paddle home,
Ooh, yeah.
and bacon.
Pancakes and bacon.
Oh yeah.
And at least so far it doesn't seem the wind is against us. We're hopeful it's going to be behind us.
Use your fingers.
1,
2, 3,
3
and
pancakes. A half.
a half. And bacon.
Bacon me up, sir.
2,
Doesn't have to be exact.
3, 4. It does. It's a fine art. It's a bit of a funny shaped one, that one, but there you go. 1, 2, 3.
Funny shaped
4,
pig.
5. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Pleasure.
What a good amount of syrup. This should give us some energy for the trip back.
Syrup's already escaping. Right, we're all packed up. We're done with this place. We're done with this campsite. Left it how we found it, except with some extra firewood for the next people. And some extra bits as well that we've found laying around and collected. So hopefully they're grateful, because we were grateful to find this spot, wasn't we?
There was a bit of firewood here, wasn't there, when we arrived?
There's a couple of bits.
Nice enough to get that fire going initially.
Yeah, we've left a hell of a lot more.
always nice to arrive somewhere where there's some wood.
Yes, that's it. We're just going to have our last paddle back, which is 7-8 kilometres ish, to Ed, where we started off, to Colondale, put the boats back and get our train to Gothenburg. So hope you've enjoyed this adventure. It's been a dream come true, really, hasn't it, for both of us?
It's been absolutely fantastic.
Been talking about it a while and
Yeah,
we've finally done it.
yeah.
It's gone very quickly.
We didn't see any moose.
No moose. We've still got the paddle back. We've seen moose poo, so that's the next best thing.
True. Yeah, yeah.
Right, so yes, thank you guys for watching. Thanks Simon for joining me.
Pleasure, mate. Thank you.
Couldn't have had anyone better to do it with.
Likewise, mate. Likewise. Been
That was
good.
it, no pressure. Right, thank you guys, see you later.